You are welcome. This is the Messiah Revelation Ministry. We are an end time ministry. We are looking at the end of days. The end of days are the days of the arrival of the Messiah. Today we are focusing on misgendering a child, the implications for misgendering a child. We are talking about gender issues in the end times because they are part of the days of Sodom and Gomorrah. The Messiah predicted that the times of his coming will be reflecting the conditions that existed in Sodom and Gomorrah. We have passed the days of Sodom and Gomorrah. Our message is focused on misgendering, gender issues relating to parental control, how you can lose custody over your children over gender issues. We are focusing specifically on a law that has been passed in Colorado, a state in the United States of America, and the law HB 1312, and the law will take effect from October the 1st, 2026. And the law is simple. If you have a child and the child has a preferred name or a preferred pronoun, if you don't agree with your child about his preferred name you should give to him or preferred gender or pronoun you should give to the child, you are in violation of the law. And when there is a custody dispute, and the judge is empowered to take into consideration the fact that a parent disagreed with a child about the child's preferred name to be used for the child or the child's preferred pronoun to be used for the child. You lose custody of your children just for that, because you misgendered a child. You didn't give the child's preferred gender. She is a girl, but she wanted to be a boy. You didn't agree with that, misgendering a child. The consequence is that you will lose custody of the child. In normal custody disputes, several factors are considered to give custody either to the mother or the father: the age of the child, the sex of the child, and in some states, the conditions that resulted, the causes of the marriage, who was the responsible party. And in some cases, the judge will also consider what is in the best interest of the child. And in some cases, in the best interest of the child, custody is awarded to somebody who is not a biological parent. A stranger could be awarded custody of your children if it is in the best interest of the child. This particular law in Colorado is specifically focusing on misgendering a child. If, as I said, if you have a child, the child, let's say, is a boy, and the boy wants to be a girl, wants to have female pronouns to be used for him, and you are a parent, you disagree. It can affect your control over your child. It means it can affect you losing custody over your children, because the court, the judge, is empowered to consider that as a factor to make a decision in custody dispute. You misgendered your child. You gave your child the wrong gender, which your child didn't like it. Your child is powerful than you, the parent. And your child is telling you that I'm a girl, I want to be a boy, and I want I want male pronouns, and I want to have a different name, and you are not giving me that, and you are violating the Colorado law, HB 1312. That will take effect from October the 1st, 2026. Why is this important? It's important because even in America, the Supreme Court of America has ruled that parents have primary control over their children. That's the Supreme Court decision. But now we are in the end times. Parents are losing control over their children, and it means we are moving towards um, governmental controls. We are in the end times. The gates are shifting. We are moving on the ladder of sodomization because we are in prophecy. The first institution that was attacked by Satan was the family of Adam and Eve. And now, in attacking the family, Steve and Eve, um, Adam and Eve, and now we have Steve and the other guy. Is it Steve and Solomon? They are now challenging the family, and it is a war on the family, war on parental control. You are a child and you are a boy. Your parents are violating your gender rights because you are a boy and you want to be a girl, and you want to have a different name, and you want to your parents to use different pronouns for you. You want other people to use different pronouns for you, and they are refusing, and they are violating the law in in Colorado, starting from 1st October 2026. Why is this important? It's important because this is an example of an attack on parental control over children. We are living at a time when, in after school programs, your children are indoctrinated in some programs regarding um, gender, regarding their identity after school programs and indoctrination children in schools and schools not only in America but other parts of the world. In Ghana, for example, there was going to be introduced a new curriculum, comprehensive sexuality education. Children were going to be taught about LGBT, but the Ghanaian public opposed it. And so the curriculum was withdrawn. Comprehensive sexuality education. And someone um, has collected benefits from international organizations, and they are doing them a favor by introducing doctrines, new doctrines, and that will indoctrinate children. And in Colorado, in this particular instance, it is a violation of HB 1312, Colorado law, that makes it unconstitutional for a parent to disregard a preferred name of a child or a preferred pronoun of the child. That's that simple. The consequence is that you can lose custody of their children, and the government can take the child from you. The simple reason is that your child wanted a special gender and pronoun preference, and you did not agree with it. So, as a parent, technically, you don't have control over your children. Anti Bible, anti scripture, because as a parent, you need to have control over your children. You have a divine responsibility to control your children. And the Old Testament example is the priest, Eli. He did not control his children, Hophni and um, Phinehas. And you remember what happened to them? These children of a priest, they were so undisciplined, and they were even interfering with sacrifices offered in the temple, and God punished them, and they died. And Eli, their father, also died as a result. It was a divine punishment. In the last days, as we are living in Sodom, as we are moving towards um, Sodom and Gomorrah, we are witnessing governmental intrusion into parental decisions. In Colorado, you cannot misgender, quote unquote, your child. You cannot give your child a gender which the child doesn't like. The child was born a boy, want to be a girl. You have to consider that. You need to go by the preference of your child in changing the gender. We are living in Sodom, and we are living in Gomorrah, and we are in the end times. Does a parent have control over the name of a child? Historically, yes, parents have control over the name of their children. But now, as we are living in Sodom, in the days of Lot, parents don't have control over the names of their children anymore. The Colorado law will prohibit someone dishonoring the name of their children, going against the preferences of their children. In the Bible, parents had control over the names given to their children, and of course, that is the family all over the world. Parents have control over their children, at least in their names, giving their names. And you don't have any choice but to be a male or female. That is what the Bible talks about it as a biological fact. You are either a male or a female. Out of disobedience, many people have different genders. We have the LGBTQ, the alphabet culture, and it's because we are in the end of days. We're talking about names. A child doesn't have control over their names. Even the Messiah didn't have control over his name. As we read, for the record, Luke chapter 1, verse 33, and we know what happened. What happened in regard to the Messiah. His name was divine. Luke 1:31, Luke chapter 1, verse 31. And behold, thou shalt conceive in thy womb and bring forth a son, and shall call his name Jesus, a divine name given to Mary and Joseph by the angel Gabriel. John the Baptist had his name given by an angel, and the parents, Zechariah and Elizabeth, and honored the wishes of God and gave the name John, a male name to a male child who is a prophet of God. And today, some prophets of God, they may be male, but their parents would change their gender. The government would change their gender. Somebody may be a saint in our time, a Christian, born into a Christian family, and a child will want to be of a different gender. A boy want to be a girl, and a girl who want to be a boy, and they want to go by pronouns that they prefer, and the government of the state of Colorado is supporting them. Go by the name preference of your child and go by the pronoun preference of your child. If you don't do that, then the court will have to take that into consideration, that you didn't go by the name preferred by your child or the pronoun preferred by your child. And because of that, we are stripping you of custody over your children. This law, I believe, is a draconian law, and it's also demonic law coming from Colorado, a state. Colorado is a state in America, and the law will take effect from October the 1st, 2026. The law will take effect from October the 1st, 2026. Why is it important? It's important because we see clearly that there's war against the Bible doctrines, and it's enforcing sodomization. The LGBT culture is taking another turn, is influencing legislatures in America, and it has global implications because as Babylon of our time, things that go on in America also go to other nations. And there are explicit and implicit effort made by the agents of the new world to send their culture abroad, cultural imperialism. For example, when President Obama became president of America, he went to several African countries and he tried to influence them to change their constitution to encourage abortion. And not only that, when the vice president of America, Kamala Harris, also went to some African countries, she also did the same thing, promoting an LGBT all over. And so when there's a law in Colorado that you cannot misgender your child, you cannot go against the name preference of your child or the gender preference of your child. If you do that, you violate the law. That law can spread to other parts of America. That law can also spread to other parts of the world. The law in California, anything that goes on in America has the tendency to be enforced globally. And that's how come a poor country, Bangladesh, even added an extra gender. Male, female is not sufficient. There's an extra gender. In the same way, America also has many genders. If you are filling an application, you are either male, female, or you are an X. You are neither male or female. You are somebody else. You are something else. You are of a different gender. The Bible talks about the days of Lot, the days of Sodom and Gomorrah. It is war against God for a government, in this case, Colorado government, to enforce genderization on parents, stripping parents of parental control if they do not honor the name preference of their children or the gender preference of their children. What does it mean? We are in the last days, and it is the days where we see nations waging war against God and blaspheming the name of God and coming out with many doctrines that are anti-God. we are in the days of the Antichrist, and he will be revealed very soon because we are in the last days. And in these days, we see all kinds of strange things going on. All kinds of laws will be passed. We see intrusion of government in parental affairs, and it's part of Lucifer's strategies to destroy the family. Lucifer first destroyed the family of Adam and Eve, and the LGBT culture ideology is part of the destruction of families in the end times, is part of the abomination of the end times, is part of disobedience, the Nimrod disobedience in the end of days. And so when you hear Colorado passing a law that parents can lose custody of their children if they misgender their children, i.e., if they do not go by the name preference of their children or the gender preference or the pronoun preferences of their children, they will lose custody, or they can lose custody of their children. It shows that we are in the days of Lot, we are in the days of Sodom and Gomorrah, the days when the rebels of God are planning to rebuild the city of Sodom and Gomorrah in Israel in commemoration of LGBT culture in June 2026. We are living at a time when we have same-sex marriages. We are living at a time when it is okay to be a gay and Christian at a time. We are living in the days of the Laodicean church, and we are living in the days where Babylon, America, is doing the bidding for Lucifer in influencing people to rebel against God, even taking God away from the public schools, and also encouraging same-sex marriage all over, and forcing pastors to ceremonize same-sex marriages, to bless same-sex marriages, and also now, as the Colorado law shows, coercing parents to honor the name preference of their children and the gender preference of their children. And the penalty is that a parent can lose custody of their children. It shows that we are in the last days, and the demonic culture is spreading over the world. Rebellion is spreading over the world. And what happens in Colorado can happen in Colombia. It can and happen in other parts, because we are in the days of Lot. We are in the days of Sodom and Gomorrah. Thank you for sharing this video. This is Messiah Revelation Ministry. Thank you very much.